Good morning, and my apologies for a little bit of a late start. Your Excellencies, ambassadors from all over the world, members of the Diplomatic Corps, honorary consuls, senior officials from the Foreign Ministry in Israel, honored guests, Jerusalem Post publisher Eli Azur, CEO Ronit Chassin-Hochman, and our journalistic colleagues from Israel and abroad, as well as thousands of viewers watching us live on JPost.com. Friends, I welcome you all to the third annual Jerusalem Post Diplomatic Conference being held for the first time at the David Citadel Hotel in Jerusalem. I would especially like to thank our sponsors, Bank HaPoalim, the Israeli Jewish Congress, Keren Kayemet L'Israel, the Jewish National Fund, the Ambassadors Club of Israel, the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, and Jerusalem Capital Studios, JCS. Coming in the wake of an escalation of violence and this week's dissolution of the Knesset, with early elections set for March the 17th, this conference is being held at a most appropriate time. Our program today begins with an interview with Shimon Peres, the 9th President of Israel, and concludes with an address by the current President, Reuven Ruvi Rivlin. And I urge you all to stay until 1 o'clock to honor President Rivlin and hear his newsworthy address. And we do expect to make news here today as we hear from Interior Minister Gilad Erdan from the Likud, Yesh Atid leader Yair Lapid, Jerusalem Mayor Nir Barkat, and U.S. Ambassador Dan Shapiro. The diplomatic community is extremely important to the Jerusalem Post, and I know we are important to you too. Not only do we provide a platform to the diplomatic corps, we also present your positions to the public. The Jerusalem Post is Israel's most popular English-language newspaper, which besides its internet site, JPost.com, and daily edition, also publishes a dozen other publications. We do our best to be as balanced in our news and views on Israel as possible, our news and views on the Middle East and the world, and we are open to a diverse range of opinions from across the political spectrum, as well as across the globe. We are all part of a family now called the Jerusalem Post Group, which is an ever-growing family, as we'll see in this film.
The Jerusalem Post has been telling Israel's fascinating story for over 80 years. We were there during the British Mandate, at the time of the Declaration of Independence, and the establishment of the state. We marched together in war and in peace, at times of sorrow and in joy. We have been there at every moment that has shaped the course of Israel's history. And with every issue, we've established ourselves as one of the most accurate and reliable newspapers in the Middle East. As Israel's amazing story continues to develop, we too decided to expand. We have become a news source for 72 different countries around the world. This continuous development stems from a belief in the importance of a connection between world Jewry and the State of Israel. We have not stopped here. Our English language website is Israel's leading news site with more than 9 million viewers a month. Millions of people around the world view our daily news web broadcast. And our special app? It will accompany you anytime or place you want. In order to help preserve freedom of speech in Israel, we acquired the newspaper Ma'ariv Sof HaShavua, which immediately since its launch has become one of Israel's leading newspapers. And so, from a small paper in a small country, which was founded before the establishment of the state, we have evolved into a media group whose conferences are among the most influential and important in the Jewish world. All of this is both thanks to you and for you, the Jerusalem Post. We are the media group that always has and will continue to accompany the nation.